You
Game of
thought you
Beards.
got me there. No, you don't get to do your fancy intro this.
Game of Beards, a song of misogyny and trout.
Oh, is that the title for our next episode of the thing that makes me want to die?
I just felt like making a Game of Thrones reference. I am Llytic.
Hi, I'm not Pajama Beard, gladly, I guess.
I was waiting because like usually for these things, like you say that you are something relating to the story. He's gonna call himself a neckbeard.
I don't want to relate to this, so no.
I wouldn't want to relate to neckbeards either. Thank God I'm not that greasy. We are continuing with these Pajama Beard Saga, written by Hunting Red October. And we are
I'm
now
going to do everything in my power to make us not read it.
Pajama Beard Encounter 3, Snowstorm Sucker Punch.
Stop. Wait, what? Snowstorm Sucker Punch.
I love these titles.
Please tell me she punches him.
I hope. My third encounter with our obese lichen friend, though he exposes more of his through which he exposes more of his charming personality.
Zicast.
Me, October, 17-year-old rough and tumble chick who enjoys fishing and food.
Pajama Beard. Our dashing 22-year-old lichen who is built like a midget McLean man. Midget McKellen
Michelin.
man.
You know,
Midget
the dude made out of
Michelin.
tires?
You're so mean, but he so deserves it.
Oh, fuck, how do you spell the brand?
Michelin. Wow, we haven't even got the actual story, and I got sick.
There we go. But yeah, like, he kind of looks like a, wrinkly version of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
That's a description I've never heard be described as. Don't worry, I actually know what this one is.
That's what the Michelin Man looks like.
Bulky boy right there.
That is not something you want to be compared to.
I mean, he seems... Nah, he doesn't even look soft. All his wrinkles make him look... Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's because he's made out of tires.
What tires like his head?
It's technically like two tires. It's like one tire and then one smaller tire.
Yep.
Pajama Beard's mom, morbidly obese middle-aged white woman who smells only slightly better than her beard's spawn.
Dan's son. We'll just call him Jack. He is 25 and comes to help his dad run the camp on occasion. Currently enrolled at a state school. We already know what state you're in.
California.
California State.
It's a school somewhere in the state of California.
Yep.
It was Friday night, 2 days after the events detailed in my second encounter with Pajama Beard.
Are all these going to be 2 days after each other?
Does he just need like 48 hours to recover every time something happens to him?
Probably.
It's like fucking Superman's healing coma. Only it's a neckbeard.
He's got a healing coma?
Yeah, that was the whole thing. Like the death of Superman, where fucking Doomsday kills Superman. What ends up happening after he gets like put in his tomb is that he comes back.
Because he was in a coma.
I guess so. He got
without
stabbed
medical
through
attention.
the chest.
Tis but a scratch.
It came out the other side.
It's not like it was hard or anything.
Clouds have built in thick against the mountains that day, and for that entire week, it had dropped well below freezing at night. Sorry. I miss having winter.
I wish I knew what winter was.
Yeah, there was no fucking winter this year.
Apparently it snowed
up in Wisconsin. There was no snow.
there?
I shit you not. Like, snow didn't happen until like a light dusting on Christmas, and then like a little bit 2 days after. But that was it.
I went down more south, so it just got fucking hot.
Yeah. There wasn't snow. Like, there was rain, but it never got cold enough for like an actual like snow.
Apparently it snowed where my roommate is. And he's still in Texas.
Weird. Well, no, that's the whole... There was snow down here. There was just none up there. Oh, God. According to Dan, a storm was blowing in, and there was a 75 chance... 75 chance. God damn it. 75% chance it would snow that night and into Saturday. Now, I'm no fool. When it comes to the outdoors, I know what I'm doing. I had seen the clouds early that morning and busted out snow chains for my truck as well as my bearskin gloves and heavy parka. Sudden snow in June is not uncommon in the eastern Sierras. Yeah, you are up in the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And I could tell that this was going to be a nasty one. Yeah, the Sierra Mountains. Where the fuck did that not connect with me? Literally like part of a mountain range there called the Sierra. Like, fuck. This was what I get for talking about. This is what I was talking about when I mentioned 11 hikers had died in the past few years in the first encounter. Guessing they weren't assuming that there would be snow in summer.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah. The storms that come out of nowhere one day. The storms come out of nowhere one day. You're wearing shorts the next. You're in heavy snow gear. That's just how it is in the Sierras this time of year. However, Pajama Beard and his family were not so outdoors smart.
I'm in the same boat in this case.
One of them's wearing fucking pajamas. Well, that's the whole thing. If you were going like on a fucking camping trip, you'd like do some fucking research on the place you're going to.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole thing. The canyon out near us, it's like, the only reason I don't have to deal with that is because it's the same weather as the rest of the area.
Well, yeah, because it dips down into the ground. If anything, no, I'm not saying something that's stupid. Never mind. If anything, it gets hotter down there. I
mean,
long story short, canyons aren't mountains.
Yeah, it's the whole thing. You don't have higher elevation shit. It's just that the weather's a tad more, I guess, an extreme version of what's around it because of the fact that, like, wind gets trapped in there.
Yeah.
And shit like that. It's the whole, but that's the whole thing, is like, if you hear there's a chance of rain while you're in a fucking canyon.
Get out of the canyon.
Exactly, that's that whole thing.
All the water's flooding in there.
That's the whole thing, is like, you end up having people drown and shit in there. It's like,
really?
There have been people that have drowned there because of the fact that they aren't prepared. It's kind of like with the Grand Canyon, where there's all those people that die there every year because they don't know what they're fucking doing.
Really?
As well as people that are professional, or that are like skilled hikers and shit dying in the canyon.
From floods or just the canyon in general?
Well, there's the whole thing is like, if you were to say accidentally like lose your footing and fall in the water, that's a very strong river. Yeah. We're not so outdoor smart, and they would be woefully unprepared in this last-minute snow blast from an otherwise very mild winter. Holy shit.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes.
Friday night, I decided to sleep in the living room, as the cabinets are not at all insulated, and the heater is in there right next to the couch. I removed my roll of biscuits from the freezer, as well as some elk sausage, and pulled some gravy mixed dough. Sorry. I know that's like a really disgusting sound, but I can't help it. It's just...
Just the story in general.
Mm-hmm. From the little cupboard, I intend to warm myself up with biscuits and gravy in the morning, then eat the rest for lunch and breakfast the next day. I sleep in my light sleeping bag on top of the couch because that shit is gross.
I'm guessing they're talking about the floor.
Yeah.
In the morning, I wake up and I can feel the cold from the moment I zip down the side of my bag. Looking out the window, and I see the snow come down like icing on a Cinnabon cinnamon roll. Thick as all hell and piled waist deep from the perspective of someone who is 5'4". I'm cold as fuck despite the heater trying its hardest to so I quickly get dressed and attempt to gather up my snow gear while my biscuits bake in the little hand-light gas oven and the gravy heats with the sausage on the stove. Oh fuck, now I'm hungry. I'm digging the ice spikes for my boots out of one of the bags when I hear a hard knock on the cabin's back door.
Hey,
okay.
Vsauce. Michael
here. What if you were defenseless?
What if you were defenseless and snowed in?
Oh, God. Well, good thing you have knives.
Oh, yeah. She's not defenseless. She's just snowed in.
On top of that, ice spikes on your fucking boots.
Ooh, kick him right in the shins.
Yeah, it's kind of like that whole thing is like one of the last people you want to pick a fight with is someone who knows how to wear heels, because if they kick you, that shit's gonna get embedded in you.
I bet that's in a movie already, some action movie.
Shit that happens in real life.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Damn, people are wearing spikes on their feet?
Like someone who actually knows what they're... Oh, the ice spikes? I thought you were talking about the heels.
I am.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The whole thing is like... Because that's a smaller surface area. Your legs are stronger than your arms. And so someone who, one, can keep their balance and knows how to wear heels, and two, knows how to kick. You try to corner them in a dark alley, which you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Don't go cornering people in the alley to test this out.
Yeah, but
it's
basically,
like, hey, kick this! Kick this!
Hit me! But basically,
hit me with your heels.
They fucking kick someone in the stomach or something like that, and that shit has a good chance of breaking the skin. So when they pull their foot back, they are no longer wearing that shoe.
Oh.
So imagine just a bunch of little spikes.
Youch.
Ouch. Okay, I thought I don't start work for another 45 minutes. What's this about? To my surprise, it's Dan's son at my back door. I didn't even know he had come up. I open the door and I'm blasted in the face with freezing air. Hey, can I come in? Jack asks. Yeah, sure, hurry, it's cold. I say to him, and he clambers inside and shuts the door. Sorry, I know it's before your workday starts, October, but we need your help. I say nothing and look at him, so he continues. The people at Cabin 17 came by this morning, or at least that a lady did, and they said that they don't have any snow clothes.
I think if I was up on the mountain, even I'd be...
Yeah, like even in the middle of fucking summer, you bring warm clothing.
I'd be like, mountain high, snow.
8 brain help survival.
I used the last of my brain cells to come up with that.
But yeah, it's like fucking common sense if you're going to the fucking mountains.
Nah, man, it's California and it's summer. You gotta worry about that there thing.
Gotta worry about that heat.
Yeah, everything's on fire. Who cares?
Oh, God. Well, you would think with how fat they are that their body fat would help keep them insulated.
Ooh.
Okay, anyway. Before I go on some tirade about terrible, stupid people, let's see. But we don't have the 4-wheel drive on any of our cars to help them out, and the RV definitely won't cut it. So they asked if you'd be willing to drive down to town and buy them some snow jackets and stuff. Obviously, they're paying. But you're the only one who can drive down there, so would you be willing to help us out a bit here? Dan says he'll pay for the gas and the extra work hours. Oh.
What dicks? I really hope she says no.
that moment when you're the only person with a vehicle that could make it through this weather.
Yeah, where's Dan's car? What?
I'm guessing it's the whole thing is like he's like I'm guessing like if he needed to leave, it'd probably be like on a day whenever there's not snow. Like, well, I was gonna close up and head home, but it's snowing heavy today, so I don't think I'm going to risk driving down the mountain to get back home.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, I wanted to scream at this point. These pricks that damn near got me fired 3 days prior now want me to drive down the mountain in the fucking snow and buy them shit because they're too fucking dim-witted to bring it themselves. I know I had an attitude when I responded, and it wasn't aimed at Jack, but at that point, I couldn't help myself. Fine, I'll do it, but I'm eating my fucking breakfast first.
I mean, my damn biscuits and gravy. Yeah. Oh.
Ah, fuck yeah, elk sausage.
Oh. Sorry. After my biscuits and gravy, I step outside. I now see why Jack came to my back door, as the front is piled with snow. I had forgotten to put down salt.
Whoops.
I trudge over to the tackle shop and confirm with Dan that it was indeed Cavity 7 that asked for help. It was. Something to note since we're up in the mountains, Dan offers a sort of pickup delivery service to the guests, permitting they pay for what they want picked up. That way they can stay on the mountain and not have to worry about it. I'm sure if I had not been there, he would have regretted that hardcore on this occasion. Oh yeah, because he'd have had to do it.
Yeah, that's kind of that whole thing is like usually if you're going to be on the mountains and asking for that sort of thing, it's typically going to be something like I don't know, food, toiletries, something that could probably wait a day.
Yeah.
Not, oh god, I'm going to freeze to death.
They sell firewood. Hint, hint.
Yeah, but well, that's for the camping site though.
Well, if they could. Never mind. They'd probably burn down the cabin. Let's be real.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing. Is like even if you run out of like actual food on that day, and you need to get some, but there's a snowstorm, you probably could trudge over to the shop and just buy the food there to like hold you over for the day.
Yeah.
Like that's that sort of yeah.
But not God. Them. They'd probably freeze if they walked outside.
Well, yes, because they don't have winter clothes.
The big stupids.
Yeah. Shit, is it? Yeah, it's still yours.
I then make the reluctant walk over to cabin 17. I have a pen and pad shoved into my glove so I can write down exactly what they need. Knock on the door in the cabin. After it seems like an eternity, the door swings open and Dorian stands PB's morbidly obese mother who seems like hairspray and bacon.
Oh, I think it's smell.
Well, it says seems, but alright.
Seems to smell like, probably.
But not the good hairspray. The shit from the 80s that makes better a flamethrower than hairspray. She ushers me inside and I step in and my spikes give an extra 1.5 inches of height, but even with that in mind, she still seemed teeny.
Sit with these people and always being short.
Who, the mom?
Like neckbeards.
Because they're not the big buff boys like Chad.
Well,
Thundercock.
Well, I thought you said Buttercock for a second.
No, it's just Chad's brother.
Which just gave me flashbacks to like the whole like where the term Butterface comes from. It's like, yeah, she's got a great body, Buttercock.
Oh.
Why is nobody talking about the feminine penis? Shit. Love you, ContraPoints. You have a great channel.
I don't know who you are.
That was that person I told you about who she did that video on incels, as well as a thing making fun of like the that red pill black lady.
Oh.
In which it was like a trans version of that. Why is nobody talking about the feminine penis? Oh, fuck. But yeah, which is... also friends with Lindsay Ellis, the former nostalgia chick, which any of you who watch Andre Black Nerd Comedy, you might know who she is because she's also showed up in each of his Transformers videos. Because she is a big fan of the original Transformers series. Anyway, the place seemed like a homeless orgy. I mean, just foul, absolutely foul. There are God. I know what rapper she means. I'm just imagining a bunch of unconscious rappers all over the floor.
I'll die to BO.
Lil Wayne, no! And paper plates strewn about and more empty soda bottles than floor space. I could smell food being cooked in the kitchen and bacon was being has been burned for sure. And the faint hints of ham I smell are definitely burned as well. When it comes to meat, I'm a fucking bloodhound. You cannot hide that shit from me, especially if it has been overcooked even a tad.
How dare you overcook my meat, good sir?
Yeah, overcooked meats are terrible.
Pretty sure most things overcooked are terrible.
True. The whale then opens her mouth and begins to list the almost never-ending list of things they need. Beginning with snow gear, then moving into food and lots of it. I mean, 24 packs of soda and donuts, as well as party-sized chip bags, are on this ever-growing... Motherfucker.
Hello?
Motherfucker!
What?
What? Oh, God.
I'm waiting for the punchline to be that they say, we have to pay for this?
Oh, God. By the time she's finished, she's taken a seat on the couch and seems almost, dare I say it, out of breath. I glance down at her and see something which I hadn't. She's picking food crumbs out of her bra and all sweaty. And the action has caused her clearly too tight shirt to move up, exposing an enormous pale and bloated belly. Disgusting. I look up from this as quickly as possible and go over the list again. She confirms that I have everything down. Then, of course, I ask for the money to buy this feast. She looks over to the side, then screams, "Pajama Beard, where is my purse?" There's a moment of silence at her response. "And here, Mom, I'll bring it over." From the kitchen waddles Pajama Beard, wearing a shirt this time with a wolf growling. It's too small for him, though, and it's like his mother. And like his mother, his belly too sticks out. His face looks like a grease trap, and he's stuffing himself with burnt bacon. Little bits of it have somehow managed to jump into his greasy unibrow. What the fuck? How do you pull that off? His smell, however, is too much for the meat to mask, and he grows uncomfortably close to me, damn near spitting into my face as he says, "So we meet again." Then he hands his mom the purse and declares, "I have something to add to the grocery list." "All right," I respond. "What do you want to add?" He then gives me this shit-eating grin and says, "Jerky." And nothing else. I respond, mildly confused. "Any particular type?" Fuck, certain places sell fucking alligator jerky.
Oh, that sounds actually... I want to try all the different jerkies now, man.
If memory serves, the whole thing about alligator is it tastes similar to, like, shellfish?
They're both sea critters, so I guess.
Yeah, like... No, he responds. I think I may have cringed because he was attempting to be sly. "Whatever the lady likes best."
I like the fake kind, so I have less on the list. Bitch.
I like unicorn meat.
I like unicorn meat? Sorry, they're all out of unicorn.
I turned red. I know I did. But I wasn't embarrassed. I was livid. This pig, who was almost had me who almost had me fired, was attempting to smooth things over with one of my favorite fucking snack foods. Little did I know he was trying to do more than smooth things over. He said simply, "Okay, I think your ham is burning." And wheeled around and got the hell out of there as quickly as possible. I don't think I even shut the door.
Oh no. I'm gonna freeze. That mom's not getting up to close the door. And he's in the kitchen. She's just kind of probably standing there like, Pajama Beard!
She's just sitting on the fucking couch.
Uh-huh.
Here you go. Be happy you didn't have to read all that.
The drive down and shopping went smooth-ish. Got a lot of stares with all the food in my cart, and it was extremely awkward trying to explain why I was buying it to the cashier, but I survived. I had some trouble finding the clothes.
Like, why the fuck would you send someone on a fucking food run in the middle of a fucking snowstorm?
Shitty job, man. Shitty job. I've had trouble finding some clothes in the sizes they needed. I ended up having to drive all the way to Bishop to find them. Beyond that, all was okay. I stopped at a place called Schatz Bakery and bought myself a loaf of sourdough bread and an apple pull-away cake. I also did my shopping while I was out.
Might as well.
No, I am sorry. This is very unprofessional of me.
Since when have we been professional?
Well, there's a difference between having an air of professionality and just hurling.
And just belching?
Yeah, mid-podcast. Every time, man. Every time. By the time I was headed back up the mountain, it was already past noon, and I had burned through half of a tank of gas, so I ended up just filling up the tank. After all, damn promised to pay for it.
Yeah, might as well. Oh, God. Yeah, because it's a fucking mountain road. That shit is dangerous when it's fucking snowing because that shit freezes. It's the fact that their stupidity is literally putting other people in danger.
Uh-huh.
Like, that is what pisses me off. Like, God damn it. Upon my return to camp, I unloaded my groceries and then ended up just driving my truck up to cabin 17 as there was simply too much shit to carry feasibly up to them. Surprisingly, the unloading process goes uneventfully, and for a second I thought I was actually in the clean just when I was about to leave, though. PB's voice fills my unprepared ears. "I think you forgot something," he said again with that grin on his face. I looked down and he's holding the bag of jerky egg, but oh my God. Oh my fucking God. I'm so fucking angry. I am so fucking angry. Oh my... I am fucking pissed right now. I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his dog dead. I want everyone who knows this man dead.
Human beings like this don't deserve to be alive.
I'm fucking so angry. Oh my God. Just the moment.
It all just kind of clicked, and it's just... I read ahead a bit because I was curious, and I can't believe this man...
Oh God, he holds the bag of jerky I bought, and he extends his arm. "Take this, it's yours." "No, thank you, I'm fine," I say quickly, and then I exit the cabin because I'm freezing my ass off in the snow. Because freezing my ass off in the snow is better than talking to this freak. To my dismay, he follows me out and waddles after me through the snow, desperate to keep up. Finally, he keeps persisting. I turn around. "Dude, thanks, but I'm fine. Really." He catches up to me, and I can very clearly see that he is huffing now as his breath is visible in the cold. Look, he says to me, almost in a whisper. I know what you are, but I promise I won't tell you. Excuse me?
You're a dude, aren't you? I'm into that.
I'm confused as fuck now. And simply answer, what? He continues in his whispery creepfest voice. I know you're like me, and that's why we get along so well we did get along so well before. He pauses. I'm speechless. I know I've invaded your territory, and as a clearly alpha female, you must see this as a threat. Boy!
Boy!
This boy ain't right.
This reminded me of another stupid idea I had where just, it's like you have those like dramatic TV things like, oh, sex is all about power and control.
I fucking hate that shit, yeah.
I wanted to have a story where it's like that, but their partner doesn't see it like that at all.
So a shitty relationship.
No, I really want it to be like this person's monologuing about, it's like, oh, sex about power control, yada yada yada. So every time their partner does one small thing, they have to go into like an entire page-long tangent of like trying to figure out what this small thing means.
Oh god.
Hey, you want to go out tonight? What do you mean by going out tonight? Where is he trying to take me?
We have a submissive in a normal relationship.
Yep.
Oh god. But I didn't mean to upset or disturb you, so take this as a peace offering. Again, he had stretched out his sausage arm, attempting to hand me the jerky. This time I accept his peace offering, stepping closer to him to grab it. He then says, I think you and I should talk some more. Maybe come back up here and I'll show you the inside of my RV. Then, without any word or warning, give this man the hardest fucking gut punch I have ever delivered to another human being to this day. Before he can cry or say anything, I take my peace jerky and leave.
How is there more chapters? This should have been the end.
Well, yes, to most people, getting punched in the fucking stomach would be the hint they need to realize, oh, hey, maybe they don't feel the same way.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe he made her go out and buy jerky and then tried to give it back to her.
That has me so fucking angry. Anyway.
I remember thinking that sucker punch to the gut would surely be the end of our interactions. Boy, oh boy, was I horrendously wrong. This spirit who had somehow convinced itself that I was a werewolf would from that moment forward simply be more inspired to take me for his mate. Inside he must have thought, it must have been just some BDSM shit, because no one who was mentally stable would take a punch to the gut as I'm interested. But that's for the next installment of Pajama Beard Encounters. No more.
No, we gonna do one more chapter of this. God. As someone who, prefers dominant women, I'm a bit of a sub, just tad bit, kind of into some light psychological and physical masochism. I do not take someone punching me in the gut as, oh hey, they must be interested.
As someone who has no idea what they like, punching is bad. No punchies, please.
God.
No punchies, please. Especially a sucker punch. Because, maybe it's like you're getting in the mood, you're prepared to, get a nice solid punch in. Kind of give them a big meaty slap. But, a gut punch when they're not expecting it?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Pajama Beard Encounter 4, Hunt for Red October. My fourth and shortest encounter with Pajama Beard that still managed to be extremely cringy.
The cast.
Me, October, 17-year-old rough and tumble female who enjoys fishing and food.
Pajama Beard, 22-year-old lichen who has decided I am the object of his desire.
I wish I were.
I get it now. I get it. It's
The wishing
like
you were. Oh.
the werewolf from Twilight imprinting on Bella's daughter.
Oh god.
That's what this is like. That's why this is super weird too.
Oh. It's actually that he's after one of her eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, my boss, and the man who owns the lodge.
Ah, wait.
Dan, the boss man.
Hey, it's me, Dan the boss man.
Dan, the boss man.
Hey,
He
it's
fix
me.
it.
It has been an entire week since the encounter 3. And I am on top of the world right now. I caught my personal best stream trout 2 days after all the snow melted. 3 pounds, which is big for a stream fish.
Dude, 3 pounds of fish?
3 whole pounds of stream fish?
Oh, fuck. Fuck, I'm hungry.
Oh, fuck, me too. It had been bringing and smoking trout to sell in the bait and tackle shop. If you've never had smoked rainbow trout, you're missing out because if done correctly, it's honestly really good. But I digress. For that week, I was busy cleaning cabins, raking up infinite amounts of pine needles, and doing other general stuff around the camp. I had gone down to town one more time in that week, when that 1 week spent, to let my boyfriend and family know that I was indeed alive after the snowstorm.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
And yes, I did have to clean PB's cabin, and it took 2 hours longer than usually because of an ungodly amount of soda. Had soaked in the carpets, and the stove was coated in grease.
How?
The bacon and all the soda they drank.
How do you spill that much? How do you... Over the course of 1 fucking week? Oh my god.
Please tell me they get banned from this place?
Surprisingly to me, my punch had gone unprotested, and Pajama Beard's mother had it come screaming to my boss. More than likely, Pajama Beard was too ashamed of himself to tell his mother that this mean girl punched him into next Tuesday. At that point, I thought for certain he was gone and I would never have to deal with his disgusting werewolf ass again. And I was right for that week, but that week only.
It's a crisp Monday morning. I wake early to fish and make breakfast and watch it doe and her fawn eat grass and that has grown in the foundation of that old lodge. I get a few really nice sunrise pictures of the glacier flooded with a pink light, and I make a teeny snowman from the very little remaining snow near the trout pond.
Oh.
All is right with the world, and I suppose that there were no cabins to...
I suppose, and after fishing.
Yeah, and after fishing for a little while, I head over to the shop to talk to Dan about my work. I'm dying, dude. I can't take the store anymore. As this so happened, there were no cabins to clean for that day, and Dan was content running the shop, so he gave me the day to live a little. So that's just what I did. Went back to bed.
It'd be really concerning if you did it. Live a little dies.
No!
Fuck!
I packed myself lunch and geared up my hiking stuff and went on a day hike to the first lake.
I could go for a hike.
Shut up.
Why? I
That
fucking love
sounded
hiking.
a bit weird. I could go for a hike.
I fucking love hiking.
I guess I don't comprende, dude. As a hermit myself, I'm about 2 weeks away from shedding my skin and having to find a new room to sit in.
Oh, God.
So that's just what I did. I packed myself a lunch kit for hiking the day when I hiked from the first lake. It was beautiful! The glacial water is turquoise, and it's so peaceful up there, you almost forget that down in the mountain road is a world full of people. I wonder if people like go up to these glaciers and just kind of pee on them, like, haha, I'm warming up the glacier. I'm telling you, dude, my mind is in another realm of existence right now. Nothing makes sense to me, and everything is pain.
So off guard. Be really careful. You'd have to be like just in the right spot to where you're like not on the glacier, because if you slip and fall on that bitch, there's a chance that you'll never be found again.
Well, no. Glaciers like slowly move across the ground, so I'm pretty sure you can just do it at ground level.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say they'd find your body eventually.
Well, I mean, eventually the ice will melt. Yeah, global
A few
warming, they'll
hundred
find it
years down
faster.
the line.
No, with global warming, that's probably by next Tuesday.
30 years from now. Oh, God. By the time I made it back down to camp, it's mid-afternoon and I've gotten kinda hot in my hiking clothes, so I elect to change and fish for the rest of that day. Should have stayed on the mountain. I walk past the bait and tackle shop and overheard a conversation and overhear a conversation. There's a somewhat nice BMW pulled up in front, and I hear a voice I almost recognize. Conversation I eavesdrop on goes as follows.
Dan, she's an employee. I cannot give you my employee's information. This dude is not
I
doing
want
what
this
I
man
think.
dead. I want his family dead. I want his dog dead. I want everyone who knows him dead.
I want to, like, white knight this so hard somehow. I don't even care if that's the improper term, but she needs help from someone.
Yeah, I was gonna
She
say
needs
it's
a
only
hitman.
It's only white knighting if you're laid.
I'm not doing it to get laid.
Exactly.
I'm doing it to get this man away from her.
This man should not be around anyone. But we really had a connection. You mean other than her fist in your stomach?
A physical connection, maybe.
Yeah, her fist in your stomach. And she said she would give me her number. Bitch, excuse me?
October never told me that.
Can't you just trust me and at least give me her email?
Until she tells me herself she wants me to, and that means she tells me face to face, not you.
I want this man dead. I want his family dead. Anyway. Well, then I'll just find her and ask her then.
Okay, good luck with that. She went on a hike today, though.
Fuck this person. Well, she has to come down eventually.
At this point, I make a dash for my cabin and lock the doors. The appropriate response. This creep was trying to get this creep was trying to get me number from my fucking boss. Ech. I change into less hot clothing and watch through my front window until after probably 2 hours, I see the BMW pull out of the drive and head down the road. Thinking the coast was clear, I emerged and head toward the bridge to go fishing. I make it past the bridge where there's a small parking lot for hikers. To my horror, PB is parked there and it's too late. He's seen me.
Oh my.
Turn around, leave. You're faster. You're faster. You can do this.
Go up the hiking trail. You won't be able to make it.
For real.
Like, that fucking... Well, she has to come back down eventually. Is fucking predatory ass bullshit.
Why are we reading this? Why are you subjecting yourself to this? Why are you subjecting me to this? And why are you allowing others to know about this?
Oh, God. Because usually you at least have the payoff of this motherfucker having his self-esteem fucking shattered.
But he doesn't. He keeps on trucking. The mad lad can't be stopped. He's been punched in the gut, and he keeps going.
He's the Terminator of neckbeards.
He's like the stupid Duracell battery. He just keeps going and going. There's no stopping this man.
I make a beeline for the brush along the creek side, but I hear his voice, and due to the fact that I wasn't born in a barn, I stop. You need to be rude to this person. It's the only way they learn.
The story's physically hurting me. This next line.
Oh no.
I've been hunting for you all day, October.
I never told you my name.
Boss told me that much, but he wouldn't do me a favor.
Favor for what?
He wouldn't do me the honor of giving me your number.
My phone doesn't work up here. No one's does. There's no point in that. Also, I'm not single.
Now seemingly enraged, so you took my jerky that was bought with my money, fully knowing you have a boyfriend?
You forced the jerky on her, you fucking psychopath. I think you mean your mom's money. And yes, also, just because it's yours doesn't mean I owe you anything. It was a gift.
What? Grossly long pause. I want you to... I'm turning into, like, that, not Squidward, but, like, the other one. You know who I am talking about? Like
Squilliam.
Squilliam, yeah. I'm turning into
Him mixed with Linkara's Superboy Prime.
Yeah.
I'll kill you to death. Everything was better back on my Earth.
I want you to be mine so badly. We're both Lycans.
Motherfucker.
We could have a family and I would provide for you and you would stay at the den and raise the pups. It would be... This bitch punched you. She's the alpha. We've established.
Motherfucker, you be staying home.
Please, I'm hoping for the chattiest Chad boyfriend.
Honestly, it'd be even funnier if he was like this, just like fucking scrawny dude. Like the least intimidating motherfucker in existence.
That's a good notion too, actually.
I got shown up by this. Oh god.
Yeah. Because he could do this. Bends and touches his toes.
Because he's not a whiny little bitch boy. Who can't seem to take no for an answer. Okay. I'm just going to let that statement soak in a little bit while I tell you a bit of a mini story. My junior year, i.e. the year before this summer, I had an interesting experience with a group of lesbian weebos.
What?
You see, they too were convinced I was a werewolf. I think it's supposed to mean weeaboos.
Yeah. She calls them weebos, though. That's actually pretty funny.
But for different reasons that they put together after a few months of my feeling bad for them and talking to them. Through the course of our conversation, I found out some things about me and compiled them in a sort of manifesto to prove my guilt of lycanthropy. They found out some things about me and compiled them in a sort of manifesto to prove my guilt of lycanthropy. The list was something like this.
1. I'm allergic to silver. I actually am, but it makes my skin green and...
That happens with some people.
I think that happens to my sister. Or it's like she needs authentic silver kind of thing.
Yeah. I am too. I'm colorblind. Again, I am, but it's just I have a reduced sensitivity to red light, but I can still see some reds. Yeah, so she just ran into a couple of weird fucking otherkins who were convinced that she was one too. Okay.
They could be fucking around too, just messing around.
Yeah, that's always a possibility.
3. I like my meat raw. Okay, again, this wasn't wrong. I like beef tartare, but most of the time I like my steak blue, and yes, I do like sashimi.
Dude, that shit's good. That shit's just good. Like, I like my meat raw. Yeah, so does anyone who's had fucking sushi. 4. I don't really sleep. This one was only kind of true because at the time I was slam studying for an AP test.
5. I'm kind of hairy for a chick. This one is embarrassingly true. If I don't shave them, I have more hair in my arm than my boyfriend. Aww.
There's nothing wrong with that.
That's adorable.
That's kind of cute.
Yeah, Alright, now I am actually voting for just a scrawny.
Yeah, it's just like
scrawny boy.
Intimidating dude. Can't grow a beard.
Scrawny boy saves the day.
Aw. That'd be cute. So yeah. this was a thing, and they spread this rumor about me to most of the junior class, and some people actually bought it. I'm still awaiting my trial at Weeb Court. Anyway, back to Pajama Beard.
After his weird fantasy confession to me and his statement of wanting me to make me his own, I simply said, "You're fucking sick," and hightailed it into the brush. I really want to call him Peanut Butter.
Peanut Butter Beard.
Peanut Butter. He wasn't able to follow me, though I know he tried, and after crossing the creek again further down, was able to escape him for the time being.
Yeah, just take a gap in like some shit that's more than 2 feet.
Yep.
Like that is my fucking like my favorite thing about like just like hiking and shit, because like in this area the main place to hike is the canyon, and that means I get to climb up fucking walls.
I almost died at the canyon. I climbed up a really tall one, but then I slipped, and it was one of those inclines just enough to keep you going for a while.
Oh no.
So I kind of panicked for a bit, like, oh god, okay. I'm not dead. Might have shit myself.
It's kind of like those times whenever I end up climbing up something and like I get to the top, it's like, oh fuck, how do I get back down?
Exactly. It's like, well, if I slide down, I don't know when I'm gonna stop.
Like usually for those, I have to slide down. It's like, all right, just gotta hope that I don't hit a fucking cactus.
That too. Ugh.
Stay tuned to fuck, I almost said peanut butter. To Pajama Beard Radio for the next installment. I get a letter from our Heartbroken Lycan beer. Fucking hell.
This dude's legit a furry.
But not
furry
like the
neckbeards.
Not like the cool kind though. Like
cool furries. You mean like those strobe electric type ones with like the big fancy like tie-dye furries?
You know what I mean by cool. Like, yeah. Nah, man, dude's cool.
Yes, for anyone wondering, the title and my username are referenced to the 1990 film Hunt for Red October. It's a good movie. You should watch it if you haven't already. And if you have, you should watch it again.
Yes.
Bitch. All right. So, are we done? Or are you going to
make session?
Oh, thank the fucking Lord.
This one started at... Yeah, this is a little under an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I cannot wait for this motherfucker to get his comeuppance. I hope a bear eats him.
I'm just waiting for scrawny McChad boy to do something.
He's only getting called a Chad because he's dating.
He's dating someone. He's already more alpha than me.
Oh, God. And there is something about me that just makes me feel kind of dirty about the fact that we are using, like, incel vernacular, but at the same time, we're not using it to insult someone who fits the description.
Well, Chad can... It's just... Chad could be a compliment.
Yeah, like, Chad's probably cool.
Yeah, Chad's might be a fun guy. It's just I don't know him.
Dude. Yeah, we just don't know Chad.
Yeah, we don't know Chad. It's just he likes to go to parties and flirt, and I'd like to do neither of those things. It's just a separation of interest, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Zane's over here bragging about the fact that he doesn't flirt.
Well, no, I know I'm just a complete shut-in loser.
There are people that do that. It's like, the reason I'm single is because I'm a nice guy who doesn't go to parties and flirt like some fucking degenerate. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
The reason I'm single is because if a lady started acting nice to me, I'd probably clam up and freak out on the inside.
Yes, that is the case for our friend. Here's our friend Zane.
I just have like this moment where I'm like, the fuck? Who are you and why are you talking?
Boy. Anyway, I'm Llytic.
I still don't want to associate with this, so I'm just gonna say my name is Zane. Yeah, fuck this story.
Fuck this neckbeard. Don't fuck this neckbeard, but fuck this neckbeard.
Don't fuck the neckbeard.
Don't.